Good morning, Sequim. Welcome to Friday, December the 3rd. Today I have with me School Resource Officer Kyle Russer. My name is Jane Pryne, and I'm the Interim Superintendent of the Sequim School District. Welcome, Kyle.
Good morning, Dr. Pryne.
How are you?
I'm having a wonderful morning so far.
Good. What is your favorite holiday tradition?
Oh, there's so many of them, from Christmas lights going up through town and kind of all the different festivities we have. But for me, it's got to be with the family, putting up the Christmas tree and all the different decorations and ornaments that go with it.
You have little ones at home, don't you?
I do. I have 4 of them. So
they all get really excited this time of year, don't they?
yes, it is. It's chaos with.
Chaos is good. You know, it's just fun. Enjoy the chaos because pretty soon they grow up and move away. So what inspired you to go into law enforcement?
I think there's multiple things that went into that. I grew up, my dad was retired law enforcement, so I always had that background, and we had a big military influence in our family as well. So I grew up with those different stories and kind of role models around me. And then kind of moving on from there, for me, baseball is a big part of my life and team sports. And that took me into college, where I had a couple really influential professors that really became big mentors and role models for me, and really kind of showed me the real world side to what law enforcement would look like, not just what you saw watching Cops and live PD. And then really seeing how team sports and law enforcement really aren't all that different. So for me, it was kind of going into something that was a little bit familiar, being able to work with others and rely on other people. And it's ever changing. I didn't want to do something where it felt like the same thing every day.
I imagine this does not feel like the same thing every day.
No, every day is new.
Every day is new. What is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, for me, especially as a school resource officer, I love the building relationships and building that rapport with the kids in the schools, whether it's walking the halls of the middle school or hanging out with kids at the high school during lunch. Just those easy, how are you doing conversations, and having them. Right now, the big thing is dab me up or come give me a high five or knuckles. And so just those simple interactions. I just like being out there and building those relationships. So
have you found that students are really receptive to having you in the schools?
Yes. I know it's interesting the first couple of weeks, especially at the middle school. 6th graders are coming in, and a lot of them spend the first couple of weeks looking at me like, why is there a cop in the school every day? And so it's having those conversations on kind of really what my role is. Like I'm here to hang out and be someone to talk to. Any sort of questions, explaining I'm more that mentor role. And I'm not just here, or every time you see a cop, it's not because someone's in trouble.
And I think that's a good role model for them to see, because oftentimes, I know I do, even if I'm going the speed limit and I see, the state patrol on the side of the road, I always slow down. Even if I'm going the speed limit, there's just an automatic response. And so it's good for kids to see our law enforcement and maybe a friendly light.
Yeah, I'll double up on that. Even in my patrol car, state patrol, I'm probably tapping my brakes.
What part of the law enforcement did your father retire from?
He started in Fairbanks, Alaska, and then ended up retiring from Sumner, Washington. He was a detective.
Oh, so he was a detective,
Yeah.
So he got to investigate.
Yes.
All righty. So can you recall a time when you saw belonging playing a role in a student's life while on the job here at the Sequim School District?
Yeah. Belonging I think that's something we always strive to find with the kids. And I got more than just one example on that. We see it all the time with kids that are struggling in various aspects of their day-to-day lives, whether it's behavioral issues or academics. There's been a few kids just this year alone, whether it's talking with them, finding interest, getting them into one of the sports or into one of the various clubs that the schools offer. And then just seeing that, how it changes their outlook and kind of perception of themselves and others once they find that interest in that little group of people that they really have something to talk about, a shared interest where they have their group and really start to grow in other aspects just because of it.
It is really fun to watch. Students kind of expand their horizons. And now as we are into December, and pretty soon it will be the new year. Do you ever make New Year's resolutions?
I am not a New Year's resolution person. As far as the traditional resolutions go, I'm not going to make the false promise to start hitting the gym every day or eat less pumpkin pie. But for me, it's a good time to reflect on kind of the past year and kind of take away a few positives and places where I want to improve on my personal life, my work life, everything that goes into it, and kind of really kind of focus in and mentally prepare myself for the next year and kind of set goals.
Well, good. Well, Kyle, it's been a pleasure talking with you this morning. And again, this is Kyle Resser, our school resource officer, who we rely on heavily for a friendly face or if we need help. We are very happy that you're here. So thank you for coming.
No, thank you.
And Sequim, have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you back here next week.
Thank you for joining us today and have a fantastic Friday, Sequim.